Arthropod of few words, leader of rangers, slayer of demons, Stolt. This remarkable warrior's origins are the stuff of legends. A humble beginning as a soldier in the Shadow of Intent's ranger complement, followed by an astounding rise to prominence, resulting in his righteous elevation to the role of leader of the Sangheili Rangers, serving under the distinguished Artus Vadum. Stolt's acceptance among the Rangers was initially no better than what would be expected for any other Unggoy. He was considered mostly to be merely a thrall, no more significant than cannon fodder, but he proved his value to the crew at each opportunity. Like Atriox, Stolt displayed a tenacity that allowed him to outlive his fellow warriors in battles against humanity. When he sparred against the Sangheili, he would make use of his chitinous fists to shield himself against their attacks, and then batter his exhausted foes until he emerged victorious. But the apogee of Stolt's achievements was beyond anything he had previously accomplished. Indeed, this account of his heroic deed is incredible. At some point in the Human Covenant War, Stolt found himself pitted against a Spartan super soldier, a demon. There could only be one outcome, and it was a crushing defeat for the Spartan. He injured the super soldier with such ferocity that it had no choice but to retreat, and it was this feat that earned this marvelous Unggoy his position as Ranger leader. By September of 2553, Stolt was the only Unggoy aboard the Shadow of Intent, but his dedication to the skeleton crew was undiminished, as was the respect that he had earned from all of its members. When faced with the task of hunting down a prelate, Shipmaster Artus Vadum went to Stolt for counsel, and when the prelate later boarded the Shadow of Intent in a hostile raid, the Ranger leader showcased his proficiency with a Covenant carbine, as well as his ability to choke out a Jiralhana warrior. Stolt was an exceptionally tall Unggoy, reaching almost to the shoulders of his Sangheili comrades. When the prelate Tembetek collapsed due to exhaustion during the raid, it was Stolt who knocked him unconscious with a single punch to the head. After the shipmaster had discovered the system where the prelate and the Minister of Preparation had been scheming, he prepared a sortie divided between two phantom dropships, which would quietly approach the experimental Forerunner installation that was waiting for them in the system. The Shadow of Intent would act as a diversion, having been emptied of its crew for the operation. The Ranger leader was assigned to stand guard over a manacled Tembetek in one of the Phantom's troop bays. When the Shadow of Intent moved too close to the Forerunner structure in space, with no transmission from the prelate, the Minister fired the prototype Halo that resided within the installation. It was not powerful enough to kill, but it temporarily disrupted the brains of those on board the Phantoms. The prelate regained cognizance faster than the others thanks to his mental enhancements, then stole a plasma pistol and used its overcharge feature to shoot Stolt. He escaped shortly afterward, much to Artus' frustration. Despite receiving serious mental and physical attacks, the Unggoy was able to recover. His armor had absorbed the brunt of the burning plasma, sparing him from life-threatening injuries. The shipmaster ordered Stolt to restore the link with their assault carrier, and destroy the Forerunner facility should they lose contact with him. Artus then exited the Phantom alongside Tul Jiran to pursue the prelate. Fortunately, it was not necessary for the Shadow of Intent to intervene, and both shipmaster and Scion returned alive and intact. The Ranger leader's last known whereabouts were on board the Shadow of Intent, as it embarked on a new journey to find the remaining Sanshayum in the Milky Way galaxy. I hope you've enjoyed this brief recounting of one of the most notable Unggoy, and if you did, leave a like to let me know. Comment down below if there's content you would like me to cover in future videos, and subscribe to help the channel. Until we meet again.